everybody. Right over my shoulder is where I left off almost 3 months ago, my Mother's Day hike. And it has been that long since I've been able to get on the trail. All kinds of different circumstances have stopped me from getting out here. I'm so glad to be out here this weekend. So now I'm crossing the street and heading to that AT sign where I'm going to enter a field. Like I said, it's been almost 3 months. I'm really looking forward to just enjoying my weekend. I have multiple options. I can hike really fast and be done tomorrow, or I can hike nice and slow, taking it easy, and be done on Sunday, because today's Friday. Hey cows. Aw. Don't worry, I'm just walking by. Hello. So I'm at the top of this pasture, almost to the woods. There's a cool little spot if you were going to hammock camp up here. And I'm almost to the tree line. I made it to the Norfolk Hostel River. And we gotta go up and over this. Trail goes that way. There's a field that way. I'm gonna get my cooling cloth wet here. Should have some happy bears in here. It's hot, can you tell? But I'm enjoying this field. So far it's been a nice walk in the woods, but it's definitely hot in August. Alright, I am about a half a mile from the shelter. Put this out so you can see. I like walking in the rain. Hey guys, are you enjoying the rainstorm too? Hi. Can I pass by you? Hello. I won't hurt you. Hello. All right, I made it to Not Mall Shelter. So I love one of the people in Gut Hooks or Far Out app said a Sith Lord must have made this shelter or lives here, but it was not mall. Ha ha ha. Alright, so I am soaked. I'm going to take my shoes off, dry my feet out, and wait for the rain to stop, and then I'll keep going. A deer just ran here in front of me. I don't know if I'm going to see her again or not. Pretty big blowdown. Not quite sure how to get around this. Looks like I'm gonna have to scramble up there. It's too tall for me to hop up. I stopped here for water. This isn't Lick Creek, this is the creek 2.5 miles south of there. I was thinking about camping here, great campsite, but it's only 4:30 and I feel like it's just a little too early to go ahead and stop, so I'm going to push on to the next spot. But definitely room for hammocks here, great water source nearby, and I think that bent arm up there would be good for hanging a bear bag. But I'm gonna push on. Gonna head uphill first for a little bit. Alright. 2.3 miles to Lick Creek. Trail's a little bit overgrown here. Well, I thought I was going to have my very first fording experience to cross this creek, but it's really low. I can actually just rock hop across. So all this rain we've been having did not affect Lick Creek. Oh well. There's a heart rock right here in the middle. They actually have a little measure. Yeah, it's really low. Ew. Ugh, wet feet. Yuck. I'm gonna go get in the creek and clean up. Well, good morning. It is Saturday morning, and I am just kind of having a really nice late start. I didn't wake up until after 8. Didn't sleep the greatest, but once it started pouring around 11 p.m., that put me out, and I definitely slept after that. So the tree frogs were really loud. I think I took a little video hearing that sound, so I'm sure I'll post that. But they were like peaceful, but at the same time it was so loud. It was keeping me awake. So I put earplugs in and was settling in when it started raining, and the rain made all that stop, and it just drowned everything out, and I just slept really good after that. So I ended up doing I think 8 trail miles yesterday. It was about 9 miles when you add in walking from the hostel and some little side trails. Just extra. I think my run always says I do more than what the AT trail marker says. So today I really only have like 7 to 8 miles left to the hostel. So I'm looking ahead, and I guess we'll see how the weather goes. If it's just nasty rain all day, and not like the fun short-lived thunderstorm, then I might just go ahead and push in and go home tonight. If I'm having a nice day and it's not raining when it's set up camp time, then I'll probably camp right there, about a mile from where I need to go to the hostel, so I can just have a short downhill hike in the morning. But today's hike looks like a lot of elevation gain. I think I have to go up over 4,000 feet this morning, and I'm not even at 2,000 feet elevation, so I have a lot of elevation to gain this morning. So I'm gonna take it easy, get packed up, and I will go nice and slow. Today's hike is brought to you by the word humidity. No matter if it's raining or not, no matter if you have an umbrella or not, every square inch of your body will be moist, glistening with sweat and with the water that brushes against you as you go by the trees. But alas, I am grateful for my fan. This is a nice section where it's not brushing against me so much. I haven't spotted one of these in a long time. This one has fairies and gnomes. Very cute. I decided to go ahead and stop for lunch. It's a little bit after 12. I had hoped to make to a field up ahead to do that, but it's still like over a mile, and I heard it's gonna rain around the time that I'm gonna get there, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat now. But I found this cute little spot, and I'm amazed at all the different types of mushrooms all around me. There's that kind. There's that kind. There's some over there. I'm gonna pause and go the other way. Right there, right there, right there. So I am in a little mushroom circle. And these little guys right here are so cute. think it said the next 2 miles is going to be kind of this fields with views. Some of them are blocked though, because it's lots of tall vegetation. Coming up to a little pond where there's supposed to be a spring where I can get some water. Well, it's going to take a while. It's a very slow trickle. I found a pretty view of the pond. Isn't that pretty? And right behind here, there's a little campsite. I am considering camping here, even though it's early. It would work. It's got water. I don't do fires, but there is a fire pit. I head back up the trail to where my water is still filling. It's a cute little spot, actually. Coming back to the spring. Looks like it's about full. So, charging up. And then decided to turn around. It's good to turn around and look back sometimes at where you've been. What a gorgeous view. So I talked to my husband and he asked me to go ahead and push on because we are starting a bathroom remodel project at home. He could use my help tomorrow, so I'm gonna push on and finish super early in the morning. All right, here we go. Up to Chestnut Ridge Shelter and then down another 1,000 feet to where I'll camp. I made it to Chestnut Knob Shelter right as the rain is coming. It's right behind me. It's got a door. I'm going to sit there for a little bit. Look at that view. Gorgeous. Right. It's loud in here. Wow. Tree just fell and I caught it on film. Pretty after rain, mist in the woods. Just left the shelter. I stayed there for quite a while. I don't really know. I have to check the time later. But I've got about 1.3 miles to where I'm going to camp, and I heard it might rain again in an hour, so it's all downhill about 1,000 feet. And it's muddy, so I might not make it in time to set up. But either way, it is an enjoyable and beautiful day with all kinds of different weather and scenery. I'm loving it. But just in case my cell phone stops charging, this could be my last video. I did get it to dry out to start charging while I was in the shelter, but it may not last now that I'm back out into the humidity. But it's much cooler now, so at least I'm not hot. Alright, bye. Alright, I'm all set up at Walker Gap, which is 0.1 side trail past the road where I need to walk down in the morning. And I'm getting ready to go make dinner over here at this little fire pit. I still need to find a bear hang tree, so I should probably do that first. Alright. Not a bad spot to eat dinner. I think this is like a Texas chili. Alright, if that's not a perfect bear bag hang tree, I don't know what is. Good morning. I slept beautifully. It was a dark, quiet night with just some distant tree frogs and crickets and things like that, but it was not loud at all. So I slept really good and then woke up, started to get ready, just got my tarp halfway taken off, sat down to pack up, and it started raining. So I put the tarp back up, and now I'm getting dressed in wet clothes. Here comes the wet socks. Fun, fun, fun. Alright, I am walking to the hostel. Start that over. This is the road to the hostel. Just came down the mountain road. It's beautiful. This is called Burke's Garden. Some people said it was basically a sinkhole, but I'll have to do the reading because I've heard that was actually not true. There's some horses. Good morning. Oh, you're beautiful.